Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault here today. And we're going to talk about upgrades today, again, but in a little bit of a different light, and basically how to upgrade everything. And by everything, I mean your multi-tool, your starship, your exosuit, and last but not least, your freighter. All of these things can be upgraded. It's not the easiest thing to do. You need certain things to do it, but then again, there is an easy way to upgrade several different things, and that's what we're really going to take a look at first here. So let's start off with the easy stuff. Alright, so we're on your basic space station here on the left-hand side if you're facing inward from the entrance out there. And we're going to look at, there's a couple things we could do over here. In fact, there's three things we can expand over here and make larger. Our ship, our exosuit, and last but not least, our multi-tool. So these are the three things we can do over here. Now, how do we do that? Well, let me show you how. Let me get this out of the way. You've got several different expansion units, slots, cargo bulkheads, augmentations, whatever you want to call them. These all serve the same purpose, and that is to make something that you have larger. The multi-tool expansion slot is one. So you take that right over here to the multi-tool sales guy. There's a little machine next to him, the upgrade station. And there's two ways you can add a slot. You can use one of those multi-tool expansion slots, or you can purchase a new slot for 600 million units. Now, that price is lower, of course, if you don't have a multi-tool that's maxed out, and I believe this one is. So, yeah, it shouldn't in any way, shape, or form give me another one anyway, but there's a glitch right now that can't allow that to happen, but we're not going to use the slot right now. Anyway, just wanted to show you how to do it. Now, these slots, all of these augmentations and so forth and so on, can be gotten in a few different ways, and we'll talk about that afterward. Next thing is the starship. Right here, we can go to our starship outfitting, and we can upgrade the starship. That's worth over $1 billion. And what we can do is apply an augmentation or purchase storage for 75 million units. Oh, it's so expensive. What do I have over 4 billion units right now, but I'll tell you what, just expanding a multi-tool would put me broke in just about no time. So that's not good either. So here is the storage augmentation, the blue one. That's for your starships. Next up is the exosuit augmentation, or expansion unit. And those can be used right here at a suit upgrade. Even if you've already gotten the upgrade at one of these places, you just open it up and you can select either technology or cargo and then upgrade the exosuit with the push of a button and without spending a single unit. Now, there's other ways to go about that. You can find drop pods and use the drop pod maps, of course, to do that. And in every space station that you visit, you can buy one upgrade. They do get expensive after a while. The more you upgrade, the more expensive it gets. So, you know, early on in the game, if you found a little bit of money or you got a nice source of income, you can buy a few, but in the long run, it gets very, very expensive. And with the nerfs to pricing on many basic resources, it gets painful pretty quick. So where do you get these expansion slots, units, bulkheads, and all that good stuff? Well, here's a good, reliable place to do it. We go to the mission agent, which is on the right-hand side, right across. And as you can see here, he's got several different jobs available right now. Two of them that have storage augmentations. One for scanning minerals, one for delivering an item, and another that we can't do yet because we're not the level 6, but we can actually get a salvaged frigate module, which is something different. You can also get salvaged data here. But I've seen the augmentations for everything in that location. So you check those guys everywhere you go. Especially early game, it's a great way to augment your equipment quickly and inexpensively in the very, very early game. Now, as far as the last thing, that is your freighter. And again, you can get cargo bulkheads in the same place, like that. And another good place to get those things is by sending out actual missions with your frigates. So once you start getting frigates and you start building those up, send out more and more missions, and you will definitely start bringing in those random upgrades. They do... You're going to need a lot of them. You're going to need a lot. But that doesn't really matter at this point, right? So here we are on the freighter. And if you're coming in from the little green pathway here, right down at the bottom, this is where you will add additional storage to your freighter. It looks like it's going to let me glitch this one out, using the cargo bulkheads. And that's really the only way I know of to do this. There's no option to buy those if you don't have an augmentation. It's either you've got the cargo bulkhead or you don't. So, you know, make sure you gather tons of those up. Like I said, sending out your missions, your frigate missions is a good way to do it. Sometimes you'll find them in the anomaly with the little missions there. It'll be a gift, and it's usually one. I don't think I've ever seen more than one as a prize in either a space station or that. Sometimes you'll see him also in the pirate system mission guy. He'll do it. I believe you can find some of these things. Well, I know you can find some of them. I'm not sure exactly which ones. By doing the derelict freighter, you know, running down the derelict freighter and collecting as much stuff in there as possible. And I also believe attacking freighters will net you a bunch of goodies too. So that's kind of cool. There's just a ton of different ways to gather these things up. And if you are struggling, you know, and you're having a hard time, you can always use the very basic dupe method that uses only oh, we don't want to go there, do we? No, I'm gonna go there. You can use the dupe method that uses the portable refiners and make as many of these as you want and upgrade to your heart's desire. But if you're not a duper, filthy dupers, I do it myself in these games, but you know, me, it's mainly for research for these characters. I did start a new save that is going to be pure, no duping. We will do building glitches, but not unless we have the stuff for it. I'm not going to like cheat it by building something if I don't have the parts for it, so it'll just be to position it properly. Alright, so let's head on in here. So if you don't want to dupe, you don't want to grind, you're getting frustrated, you're getting aggravated, well, there's a couple things you can do to really speed things up, and all it takes is a simple change of one setting. So let's check it out over here. So we brought our squid over, right? The Ocho. Not doing so good, Ocho, right? Not a lot of cargo space, not a lot of tech space. We haven't really done much with this ship since we got it, other than marvel over how awesome looking it is. So we can go here and we can upgrade it. We could use that single augmentation for 11 million. Remember the other one was what, 75, I think? For 11 million we can get one. That's expensive, right? If you don't want to do that, you can go right into your options, into your difficulty settings. And this is a great way to get yourself over a hurdle if you're stuck, you know. So you don't have the time to play that much. You know, you got a family, responsibility, you're working 2 jobs, and you just want to get to the meat of the game. Well, here you go. Whoops. You hit the wrong thing. I'm wasting your time. Here we go. Upgrade Starship. So now we can purchase storage. And look at that. It says 3 million units, right? 3.6 million units. But it's not taking any money away because I set it for 0. I don't know why it defaulted to that number. That's kind of weird. But here I am. Just purchasing storage left and right. And as you can see, the price of it's going up down there. I guess that was the price of the cargo. And yeah, we're up to 13, 16, 18, almost 20. And we're just beefing this ship right up and getting it maxed out. And it's costing us nothing. And again, it works the same way up here. As we can you know, just do the same thing. And buy as many slots as we want for free. That's pretty friggin' awesome, I think. Again, it takes a lot of the challenge out, but I mean, so does duping, so does a lot of things that you do in these games, if, you know, whatever. And this is only something, you know, if you want to do it, you do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't do it. That's cool. It does work over here, too, with the multi-tool. Let's go ahead and remember it was asking for, I thought it was 600 million, now it just wants 198 million. What a bargain. Oh, here we go. Just glitching this one out. So we're going to be able to get probably the 99 slots on here, and I don't know why that happens. I honestly don't. But we're not going to stop it. We're just going to keep going. Get this multi-tool maxed all the way out. Absolutely crazy. I think that's 90 now. If you do get this glitch, I got it on my main character with my exosuit and my multi-tool and my freighter. If you get this error, be careful putting things below the 60 mark, I would say, at first, until we see if they patch it out or what happens when they do patch it out. If they do. I mean, 99 slots is great, but, you know, there's really not enough stuff to fill it all up unless you put every single weapon in there with 3 things. Maybe you'll get some of it done, but it's just kind of ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous amount of stuff that you have there. And last but not least, you got the suit upgrade. So again, you can use the exosuit upgrade unit, expansion unit like this, because we've already bought one here, and this is the place you use them. Or you can buy them, and you can buy them for free, but without the exosuit, and I don't want to use that one right now, because if we do, then we lose it. I want to go ahead and put that in with my other stuff and stock up on it. But anyway, if you do have, you know, like, you can buy one of these at every space station. So if you have your purchase price is free, well, it's not going to cost you anything no matter what station you go to. So you can just literally hop from system to system, you know, run over here, see if this guy's got any jobs that'll do it, run over there, get your freebie, pick up any navigational data you can find, trade it in 3 for 1 for a drop pod coordinate map, and get your drop pod. And you should be able to fairly quickly get your expansion slots. And again, if you don't want to go through all that, you just want to dupe, well, let's take a quick look at that. It won't take but a moment. Alright, and for those of you who don't know how to do the duping, this is how you do it. You take a portable refiner, you drop it down. In the input, you put what you want to dupe. In this case, we're going to do an exosuit expansion slot. Then you stack up as many of these puppies as you want on top of it. I usually do somewhere around 6 to 10. We have the ability to lay down 8. I think I got 8 of these built. So we're going to do 7, because if we do 8, they'll pop into my inventory when I pick them up. If we do 7, they'll go back to wherever they came from. We pick them up, as you can see over there on the right-hand side. We're picking up multiples of them. They came to me anyway. And now we've got 7 expansion units. And it works. This works with everything in the game. So it's a good way to quickly get these things. Once you get that 7 in there, you do this. Pop that in there. And now we'll really start cooking. May as well use all 8 this time. I'll give us about 56 of them. See, now they stack 30 at a time. So if we do it again, boom. And I save this for the end because if you already know how to do this, then yeah, you didn't need to stick around and watch it. But if this is your first video, this will be a big help in showing you exactly what it takes to max yourself out really quickly. Alright, well thanks for joining me. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications. And don't forget to leave a comment and a like on the video down below. And share some on social media. Let me know if this helped you out at all. Are you one to do the duping, or are you one to do the changing of the price of things? Or are you just a hardcore guy that's going to do everything the hard way? That's up to you, man. That's the beauty of the game now. Any way you want to play it, you can play it. I'll see y'all next time.